Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to the Life of Dolph. My name is Randolfo. I go by Dolph. And today I'm joined by three very special guests who need no introduction, but I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
What's going on, guys? I'm OVO_Derek on TikTok. I make fitted content. I'm known as the Black Rim Demon. I got it always ready. Got it ready.
What's up, guys? My name is MATTYDIOR. I also make fitted TikToks, and I just like collecting hats.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's WYDJOHNNY1 from TikTok. I make fitted content and I spread positivity.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all introducing yourselves. So let's go ahead and get to this podcast. So, the very first question I want to ask everybody in the room is what got you into fitteds? How did you get into the hat game? Derek, you want to go first?
Yeah, I go first. Okay. Yeah. So I got into fitteds from a little kid. When I was a little kid, I liked just like black rim hats at lids, just the teams, just whatever colors. Back in the day, I actually used to like the patches and stuff. So I used to have like the old like San Francisco Giants 2010, 2012, like patches like that. And then more recently, come like November, I started getting into hats more, and I got like way back into it, and I bought all these hats that I regret. Unfortunately, I have around like 23, but it's been an investment. But I'm very happy to be back out of retirement, and hopefully I won't be gone again. So
Yeah, no, that's a very typical way of getting into hats. I think we're pretty much all gonna have the same intro story, but I'm also interested to see what Matt and Johnny have to say. So, Matt, how did you get into hats?
Growing up, I've always played sports, but my first sport that I ever played was t-ball. So I was always wearing baseball hats and stuff like that. I was very like the rappers I used to listen to used to always wear hats. So I'd go to Lids and get the same black brim hats that they have on. And then like Derek said, just recently, I think like December, I started seeing them on TikTok. Like people show me where to get them, and I just fell in love with the colors. So I just started buying them.
What about you, Johnny? How did you get into it?
For me, I played baseball in high school. So, I used to always wear like, my baseball fitted from my school. Then I was like, you know what, this is kind of corny. Let me just go buy a hat. So my first hat was a Yankees black brim. So after that, going on Instagram, just seeing how you can just buy different type of hats, like different colors and all that stuff. At first, I thought it was whack. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was whack, and then one day, something told me, you know what? Like, let me just try one out. And then that's when I got the '01 Diamondbacks. You feel me? I got the '01 Diamondbacks, and bro, like I'll never forget that day. Like literally, the whole day. Like I'm just looking at myself. I'm like, yo, this hat was made for my head. That's ridiculous. So then after that, bro, it just took off, and yeah.
Exactly, bro. I feel like it's just like you said. There's always that one thing that kind of gets you into it. And for us, it's like that one hat, right?
Yeah.
So for me, the one hat that got me into it was the '05 White Sox. That was the very
Mm,
first patch fitted hat that I got. I bought it off Lids whenever I saw it on sale. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this. This is different. And then the next day I go on TikTok and I start seeing all these people post content about hats with patches on them and all that type of stuff. So I was like, dang, hold on. This is fly. Cause I just been walking up to my mall, going get my black brims at Lids, not knowing that there was a whole community for this thing, right? I used to get hats just because I like how I look in hats. I got long hair. So if I ain't trying to show off my long hair, I'm gonna just put myself a fitted on, right? So it's interesting that you said that that was the hat that got you into it, and then the '05 is the one that got me into it. But I'm wondering about Matt and Derek. What was the two hats that whenever you saw it, you were like, okay, this is fly.
Well, the one that I saw first, the first hat that I ever bought, it was I don't have it with me right now. It was just the regular Oakland A's, black brim, no patch, nothing like that. I got that. I was at a beach, I think when I was like 15, and I saw it in a shop, and I used to ask my mom. I'd be like, "Yo, please, like I need this hat." Because back then, I think Derek knows who this is. I was a huge G-Eazy fan, and he used to always rep the A's. So like growing up, like I idolized him, and that was like the one main hat he always had. So like I begged my mom for that hat. I don't have it with me today, but that was definitely one of the main hats that got me into hat collecting.
so for me, I'm from the Bay, or not from the Bay. I live in the Bay. Um, but growing up in Northern California, the Giants is always one. So this is one that when I got way back into the game, 2002 World Series Giants. You can never go wrong with this logo. That one is just has like a really good like sentimental connection to me. And then another one is actually my dad used to travel a lot when he worked for Progressive, and their headquarters are in Cleveland. So I remember he used to bring back a lot of like Indians gear and stuff. So for me, like when I got like back in the game, I had to get one of these hats because back in the day, like my mom had like keychain, we had hats, we had all this different stuff. So for me, it was just I had to go back and get that one. I love that hat. I don't know.
Now that Indians hat's crazy. That's one that I still need in my collection. I still don't have it for some reason, but I need it. All right. So with all that, everybody has their one grail, right? So everybody has the one hat that if a fire came on your house and you had to put a fitted on your head and get it about the crib, what is that one fitted that you're throwing on? I'll go ahead and say it. The one I have on right now is the one I would just throw on. So if there was one that a fire breaks out at your crib and you can only put a fitted on your head and you got to dip, which one you leaving with?
Would I be able to show it?
100%.
Everybody in here should already know what it is. It's 1933 OG White Sox hat.
That's fine.
This is my baby. I'm definitely bringing this over my dog.
So tough. Over your dog?
I mean, bro,
This
like,
dude's
come
tripping.
on. I've never seen anybody rock this. I just had.
That's
I had to
hard.
come.
That's different.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's different.
All right, so me personally, y'all know I love the Diamondbacks, but so many stuff like I don't know, man. Like a lot happened for me, and I'm extremely grateful for things I got in these like last 2-3 months, right? So I feel like if I had to pick one, it would probably be this Valentine's Day collection from Hat Club. Feel me, the Oreos. And the reason why I'll pick that one is because like the day that I got it, right? The day Hat Club sent it to me, like I was sitting in my room for like 1 hour straight, just staring at it. And my regional manager for my job, like he texted me, he said, "Yo, Johnny, like I don't think you understand how big that is. Like people have been trying to get to where you're at for years. You know what I mean? And to have a company that big send me something thinking that, that I'm even like worth sending something to, like I'm extremely grateful for it. And like I always think about that, like literally every day I think about that. So I feel like I'll pick that one.
That makes sense. It has that kind of connection to you, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
that big, all right, I'm on moment.
Yeah, that's like when I got it, I'm like everything just opened up. Like I finally realized everything that was going on.
Can I show an honorable mention first or no? Or can I show that?
Go for it, bro. Go for
Honorable mention? Okay, honorable mention. Just because of the rarity of this hat, I might be able to buy like 3 fitteds by just selling this one hat. But this is not my favorite. This is not the one I would grab though, in all honesty. When I would grab, I think a lot of people wouldn't expect from me. Birmingham Barons, no patch, gray brim. It's got like the silver lining in the back. For me, this hat just represents so much. I'm a big basketball fan. I'm like the biggest like Michael Jordan fan ever. And that connection in itself, I feel like you don't really come around this hat too often, especially in like this simple gray. And I think this really goes with everything. And I don't really care if it has a patch or not. To me, this is definitely one I'd go with because I'm just the biggest I'm like the biggest Michael Jordan fan. I don't think I've ever said that in front of TikTok at all, but yeah.
I didn't know about it. You see my LeBron pop right here. We got beef now. We got beef.
Facts.
Nah, but that hat's tough.
Yeah.
No, that hat's super tough. All right, so we all are kind of in that sphere of the hat community on TikTok. So what really brought you to TikTok to start making content? I'll go ahead and start with Johnny because if y'all didn't know, he's the Hollywood of us. So what led you to start making TikTok content, bro?
All right, so I've been on TikTok for like I want to say a year now. Finally downloaded, and then I like at first I thought it was corny. Then I said, you know what? This app is like the funniest app ever, yo. I thought Twitter was funny. TikTok is hilarious. Like to create, like you can literally make a TikTok about anything, and I love it, right? So I'm just scrolling on my For You page, right? I don't know the guy's name, but he follows me now. I forgot his name. He made a video about like where to get hats from, right? Like how to start your collection. And he showed You know, he just sold black brims. He sold 5 black brims. So I'm looking, I'm like, nah. I'm just like, nah. You know what? Let me show a few hats that I got. So boom, showed a few hats that I got, but like I wasn't thinking anything of it. I'm just like, let me just show a few hats that I got. Then everyone, it was like 15 people like asking, yo, where you get this, where you get that, where you get this. I'm just like, y'all got it from here, here, here. And then it just like snowballed after that. Like the questions just kept coming in. I kept making videos and just snowballed after that. So it kind of happened like because I was mad at a video. So yeah, so it's basically that. That's the way I started.
Yeah, but that it was kind of organic, right? So it's like you
Yeah,
didn't think anything at first. It wasn't like premeditated. Oh, I'm gonna start making hat content, and then I'm gonna try to grow
yeah,
and all that. It just kind of
yeah.
happened based on your interaction with the community.
hmm Definitely.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best ways to enter the game for sure. What about you, Derek?
Um, so my girlfriend always like sent me TikToks since like maybe let's just say summer 2020, and I'm just like I always thought it was dumb. I don't know. I just personally was not a big fan of it. Like Johnny said, I think everyone had that initial view of TikTok where it's just lame and it's not there's nothing good on there that we would like and stuff like that. And obviously I started watching more TikToks and stuff. And then obviously randomly one day I came across Johnny's video. I really liked his energy. I liked what he was doing. I liked the content that he was making. And I was thinking, if a guy like that can make good videos, like I feel like I used to do YouTube and stuff. So for me, I feel like this is a good platform, and I love TikTok. Like is really good about like growing and different stuff like that, and getting your content out to different people. So for me, I was like, I really like this. The videos are pretty simple, pretty quick. Like it doesn't require like a million like hours of effort like YouTube or whatever. So I went for it, and I'm pretty happy where I've been going. I'm only in it for like a month now, I think. So yeah.
What about you, Matt?
So for me, it was around my birthday, and I bought a 1988 LA fitted hat, and I was just like, you know what? I feel like there's people out here that want to know where I got it from. So I plugged For You Caps. I made a video about where to get all these fitteds from, and I didn't think it was gonna do anything big, but it did 20,000. So I was like, but like before that, I was just doing like funny TikToks that got like 400 views and shit like that. So when I hit 20,000, I was like, yo, like maybe I should keep going. So I did a part two, it did good. Then I did a part three, it did good. And I started getting followers from there. And then like Johnny said, just a lot of questions being asked. So I was just making videos off it, and then it just started catching traction. It just started keep going.
Right. So like the way I got into it is actually like a piece from everybody. So Derek, how you said you like to do YouTube, Johnny, how you said about the questions, and then how Matt was talking about he was just on TikTok just to make funny videos. I was the same exact way. I used to always just love TikTok, just sitting there at night, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I would see all these videos blow up. And I was like, dude, I'm not the funniest person. I'm not the best looking person. I can't dance, but I
Yeah.
like hats and I like shoes. So I was like, you know what? I got to just start making videos about this. So before I was just making whatever funny content. And then I actually, the same way that Derek saw one of Johnny's videos, Johnny was like the very first person to pop up on my For You page making hat videos. So I was like, hold on, let me make a hat video. So I watched this dude Lee on YouTube, and he's the one who told me about the rubber band method. And I was like, I haven't seen this on TikTok yet. So let me put out a video. So I put out the video. That was like the first video that actually blew up on my account. It got like 270K views or something like that. And I was like, maybe I should just keep doing this. Right. So that's pretty much how I got into it. I love doing, like, I always wanted to do YouTube, but I never knew how to edit, and I never
hmm
had the time to do YouTube. So I was like, these are just like short 1 minute videos. Right. So why don't I just put myself into this lane? And obviously, as we all know, making TikTok videos comes with hate, right? So whether you
Yeah.
like it or not, there's always going to be people that go ahead and mention something that you don't like or something that they don't like under one of your videos, and they just start hating, right? So Johnny, you being the biggest one of them, I believe that you probably get the most hate out of every single one of us. So how do you really deal with all of the hate that you get under your comments or directly?
Well, I just remind myself. I just remind myself how like because I love YouTube, right? Love YouTube. Like I wanted to be a YouTuber, like just like you guys, right? And like I follow so many like influencers, and like just seeing how they deal with hate, how like they're in like drama, but they won't make any videos about it or anything like that. And the way that they would respond is basically just working hard and putting themselves in a position to where the haters have no choice but to watch your videos. You know what I mean? Like they don't have a choice. So I just always remind myself that yeah, I do get hate, but I got a lot of love too. So I kind of look at it like that.
The love sometimes outpowers the hate, right?
No,
It's one of
it
those
definitely
things.
do. Definitely do. Definitely.
What about you, Matt?
I feel like no matter what you do on any social media platforms, you're gonna get hate regardless. Like you could be a comedian, you're gonna get hate saying people are gonna be like, "Oh, your jokes aren't funny." So like no matter what you do, you're gonna get hate. And I honestly just try to ignore it. Like I just let other people like comment back to them and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. Occasionally, I'm gonna like reply back to one of them. But like if it's something serious, like on one of my videos I did, it was when it was a skit when my girlfriend got me a black fitted. Somebody said something which was like bringing in race and stuff like that, and I was like, if this starts gaining like something big, like people are gonna see this and they're gonna start thinking like it's a whole race war or something like that. So I deleted it right away. When it comes to serious comments, I try to delete it. I try to make sure I'm reading all of them. But like I just ignore it. Like Johnny said, I just ignore it. I just keep working, keep doing my own thing. You know, there's nothing else you can really do.
Right, right. What about you, Derek?
Um, Me personally, like I see this TikTok thing as like it's something that I like to do, but it's something I don't need TikTok. Like I have a lot going on outside. You know, I'm 1 year away from graduating college. Like I got a lot of stuff going on from myself at least outside of TikTok. And I feel that no matter what, like I've always been the kind of person like where like hate and stuff doesn't really affect me at all. Like I'm not worried about that. Like I know who I am at the end of the day. I know what I'm about, and I'm happy like of who I see in the mirror and stuff. But I do want to say like throughout this entire like TikTok experience for me so far, Johnny's been like a mentor to me because if anything, he told me one thing. Like he said, there's always going to be more people that love your videos than hate your videos. So that's something that I always keep in like the back of my mind, and that's really helped me like throughout my entire experience so far. Just that mindset of just always like knowing that people will be there to defend you, people will be there to like that like your videos, and there's like 3 or 4 hairs on the bottom, but there's hundreds of people that like it. You know what I mean? So that's been like really good for me, like that mindset.
Right. And I think for me, I'm like a really, really big basketball fan, right? So I base everything kind of on how basketball players deal with it and all that stuff. And since I'm really like big into basketball, I got into basketball Twitter and I see all the hate that goes on there, but they don't mention none of it, right? There's a whole lot more love. Like y'all are saying, there's a whole lot more love than there is a whole lot of hate. So for all of the hate comments that you get under your videos and all that, there's like Derek said, hundreds of comments of people that are showing you love and saying that they like your videos, asking you valid questions, and not just trying to stir something up in the comments. And they're really just looking for a reaction. So if you give them the reaction that they want, they're just going to keep doing it, basically, right? So that's what I think I've always thought of it. I always see it as like somebody just wants a reaction. So if you don't give them that reaction, then it pretty much fades itself away. But as we are all human, hats are obviously not the only thing we do. I know we have other loves too. So, what are some of the other things that y'all do on your day to day basis that doesn't necessarily involve just your love for fitteds or your love for that kind of stuff? Let's go ahead and start with you, Matt.
Damn, me? I mean, whenever I have any free time, I'm always on Xbox. I'm always playing video games. I'm into sneakers, but I don't spend money like I spend on hats. Like I spend most of my money on hats and not sneakers. But yeah, if I'm not working, you'll see me at home playing Xbox. That's basically my second favorite thing.
Yeah, so I got the PlayStation behind me. I don't play a ton. I'm a student. I'm like super busy with homework like all the time. But outside of that, really, I'm a bigger sneakerhead, honestly, than I am into fitteds. Like I have a ton of shoes. Like that's like my main thing. And I feel like the fashion connection just ties everything together for me, like the fitteds and the shoes and everything like that. But I'd say like shoes are definitely like the biggest thing. Like I have a pretty big collection and stuff, and I haven't shown it too much on my TikTok, but maybe I will down the line. Maybe like try and move more into like the fashion instead of just like fitted TikTok.
Now we're gonna have to see that because you're saying you got a big collection. I'm gonna need to see that collection. You got to make a video on that soon.
I'm about to go home like in like a week or so, so I'll be able to show. I have like a lot of my like expensive shoes and a lot more shoes like than I do at here because I'm at school right now technically. So yeah.
Oh, word. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. What about you, Johnny? What are some of your hobbies? Some of the stuff you like to do?
For me, I was always into competitive gaming, for like Call of Duty and all that stuff. I was always into that. And then I kind of moved to music, you know what I mean? Not into like making music, but more in like, I guess, critiquing music like that. Like you guys will see me academics comments and all that stuff. But like nah. But nah, like I'm really into music. And just like competitive gaming as well. You know what I mean? So those are like the two things. But now like a lot happened. So like now it's like every day my life is based off hats like every single day now. So
No, yeah.
yeah, so like yeah, like it's just crazy now. Like literally every single day, it's just based off hats really.
I think for sure my two biggest hobbies, like by far the most, is basketball, and that involves like playing. I still play like 3 or 4 times a week, right? I still try to go out, shoot, go to a court, play some pickup, and shoes. You see this whole setup behind me. It's pretty much all centered around shoes. Shoes were my first love. I started collecting like 8 years ago. And I'm definitely, just like Derek said, I'm way more into shoes than I am into hats. But I was able to create a platform for myself based on hats, right? So now it's like Johnny said, like it's more centered around that. But my first two loves are shoes and basketball. I watch the NBA every night. So if you catch me at a night, I'm going to be sitting at my desk with a game on the screen and a game on my laptop. And I'm going to be watching basketball because that's really all I do. Basketball, shoes, fitted, to be honest. And I'm also a full-time student. So, but with Corona and everything, I'm studying from home. So it opens up my avenues to do everything else that I like to do. But yeah, so I'm also working towards my degree. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask Johnny really quickly his thoughts on the entire situation with another pro image store called Pro Image Fox Hills, located in Los Angeles, doing some things that I guess if you want to explain your side of the story and what you think about the situation.
Yeah, sure. Well, basically, you guys know, I work at a promo store in New Jersey, right? I create content for them because at the end of the day, yeah, um, I'm an influencer for hats, right? I'm an influencer. Um, I'm an ambassador for some places, obviously, but at the end of the day, I work for Pro Image, and I come up with content for them, and and obviously, like I'm quote unquote an ambassador for them too. So the whole situation with Pro Image Fox Hills, they use one of my videos ideas, right? Now Pro Image as a whole, like every single Pro Image, like tag each other, do all this stuff, blah blah blah. So Pro Image Fox Hills decided to copy one of my videos, use my catchphrases in the video and all this other stuff, right? So I feel like, yo, at the end of the day, you don't need to tag me, even though they know who I am. That account liked a bunch of my pictures. They know who I am, and they use my catchphrases too. So it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like, yo, you can at least give the store credit. You know what I mean? So it became a big thing because my followers noticed it. A lot of people noticed it. Promise Fox Hills were like ignoring it and stuff like that, and like a lot of behind the scenes stuff happened with them, but at the end of the day, all they had to do was give credit. So my whole thing is this, right? Like I don't mind if a supporter, a follower, whatever, like whoever, right? I don't mind if they, copy my idea or whatever. But if you're a pro image store, you know what I mean? If you're a pro image store and you're taking content from another pro image store, I feel like the least you can do is like just give credit where credit's due. And I feel like giving credit is a big thing in the hack community now that is like getting bigger and stuff like that because a lot of attention is being brought to like who made the hat, what was the story behind the hat and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. Obviously I'm not rocking with them, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Seeing that situation from an outside perspective, I mean, it's more personal to him when they're literally throwing his catchphrases around, and not to say butchering it, but doing it like unenthusiastically, all this different stuff, and then they're basically like they're all under one roof at the end of the day, but they're competitors at the same time. So
Yeah.
with your own competitor to be doing like exactly what you're saying, using your sauce to get ahead is like, that's frustrating from that perspective. But I want to ask the next question to everybody. So, what is your most worn hat? The hat you wear the most, the daily hat you throw on with any outfit? I'll start with Johnny.
So for me, it's the '01 Diamondbacks. Literally, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. You know what I mean? So I can literally wear this every day, no problem.
The fitted that I wear almost every day, I already showed it before, the 1933 White Sox. I could put this on with everything just because it's black. Black just literally goes with everything, almost everything in my wardrobe. So yeah, that's definitely my most worn fitted.
I'd say by far the most worn fitted in my collection is the '05 White Sox. It literally like there's not another fitted that even comes close. It's literally black, white, and gray with a little bit of blue and red on the patch, but it's so clean. Like if I'm just leaving the crib, this is what I'm putting on.
And then I would say, honestly, all my hats are kind of like probably tied. I don't really wear one like more than the other ones, but I'd say I probably wear this one the most. The offset Braves, the black one with the peach on the front, 1995 World Series patch, and then Do It for the Culture on the back. I don't know. For me, this just goes with a lot of different things. It might just look like it's like red or whatever, gold and stuff. But for me, this is kind of like a black and white-esque type of hat. And I love the green bottom. So this is something I always like go with. And it goes with a lot of my outfits and stuff.
I've heard a lot of different mixed emotions about that hat. Like I love it. I think it's super tough, but I've heard a lot of people kind of say that it's like whack and stuff like that, which I don't understand. But I love it. I think it's super tough. Oh, you
Yeah.
have both?
Yeah, I got both. I feel like a lot of people don't like it just because it's like based on like the kind of like the icons kind of thing. But for this one, I really like the peach because it actually resonates with like Atlanta and stuff. But for different ones like LA where they have the palm trees, that makes sense. The one where they have like the Giants one and has the palm trees, that makes no sense. That literally makes no sense to me at all. Some of them are kind of just like I feel like very poorly like done or whatever. But in these ones work. I don't know. I'm a big fan of these. I definitely like the black one better, but this one's low-key cool too. I like the gray brim on this one, but yeah. Okay, and then so what's your favorite hat? We'll start with Matt.
My favorite fitted would probably be the one on my head. It's this blue Yankee 2001 Series side patch, pink underbrim. This is my favorite hat because literally once I saw it on For You Caps, I just literally fell in love with it. I had to get it, copped it right then and there. Man, ever since then I've been in love.
Okay, what about you, Johnny?
My favorite one, I would say, it has to be the yellow A's. It has to be the yellow A's. Has to. Damn, I should bring it out, right?
Yeah, let's see it. That's tough.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
That yellow A's is stupid. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
I feel like it's one
so
that has that.
different.
Like, I feel like it's one that has that that brought so much attention to me too
Facts. That's so
when I first started off. So favorite one has to be my yellow A's, green brim, battle the bay patch. Like I know you can't match it with everything, but yo, it's super clean to me. Super clean.
That's like one of my favorite hats. God. My reaction. That's gotta stay. Dolph, what's your favorite hat?
All right, so my favorite hat, there's only two of these in the world, and I'm one of two people with it. It is a Dodgers 50th anniversary border exclusive. Shout out to P right there. Embroidery all over, taco on the back, gun right there. That's the side patch, butterfly on the front. Best butterfly in the game, and then the palm. And just in case y'all didn't see, we got the 2 of 2 right there. And since I'm already there, why don't I go ahead and shout out my 1 of 1 Porter exclusive. 1 of 1. Uzi, side patch, and 64 patch with a LA, with the L and the A. Super tough. So
Yo,
I would
that's
say those
clean.
are probably my 2 favorite fitteds.
I mean, I've got
That's
some
for
friends
sure.
and family. That's crazy. My favorite's the one on my head right now. So Giants. This is the logo that they used from 1983 to 1993. I love like just to show you a quick comparison real quick. So there's a difference between the logo sizes. For some reason, I like this one a lot better. But the Battle of the Bay patch, my favorite patch ever. I just love this hat. Honestly, if you guys know, it has a green brim too. But if you guys ever been in the Bay, there's just nothing better than wearing a Giants or A's fitted in the Bay. It just feels good, you know. It's just like, it's just so fresh, so clean. Like everyone, you know, so much love here and stuff. And then this is a wool hat too, and the guts are white and they're actually like silk, which is insane. But it's super good quality, and I love this. This is one of my favorites. And it doesn't have a Batterman either, so it's like really like OG.
No Batterman?
Yeah,
that's OG as hell.
How do you guys feel about, you know, other creators or just people in general saying, yo, you shouldn't wear this hat, you shouldn't wear that hat? Because there's some people who feel like, yo, if you have this hat with this on it, it's corny. You have this hat with this on it, it's corny. How do you guys feel about that?
Let me actually go first on this one, because I feel like I'm probably the one who's gotten most of that's corny comments. And it was actually on a video where I wore this. They were like, oh, the butterflies are so corny. Like, why would you wear a hat with butterflies on it? And I'm like, it's tough. In my opinion, you put whatever it is that you like on your fitted. You spend your money the way that you like it. Now, teams wise, I also don't have an issue with what team you wear, but I understand. Like, if you're in New York, you're going to wear a Yankees fitted, right? If you're in LA, you know you got to wear a Dodgers fitted. But for somebody like me, I'm from Texas. It doesn't matter what fitted you're wearing. So for me, it doesn't matter what team I put on. It's more about what's drippy. So I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I don't know how y'all feel.
Me personally, like, let me just do this real quick. So, see, they all say new era. At the end of the day, they're all new era. So at that point, it's just whatever you like. If you like black brims, do you? If you like color brims, do you? If you like all that icon stuff on your hat, do you? That's all. That's my opinion. I know Johnny said that a million times in his videos. Wherever you like. At the end of the day, it's true. That's my motto too. Wherever you like. That's what I have. Everything in my collection is what I like. None of it's based on hype. None of it's based on where it's from. It's just what I like. So
yeah, that's literally what I was gonna say. Derek literally stole the words. As long as it's new era, as long as it has that real new era patch and the inside, wear it. Wear what you like. I don't know why people hate on you for shopping here, shopping here. Wear what you like. If it's fire, if you like it, if it's gonna boost your confidence, wear it. There's nothing wrong with wearing stuff that you guys like.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like, you make your money, you spend your money however you want to spend your money. So that's just the way I look at it. You buy whatever it is you want.
Yeah, that's facts. But it's like, I feel like people would try to like come up with trends. Like some people would try to like, I'll give an example. Some people are saying, oh, you shouldn't wear the Yankees hat with the Empire State like logo or patch from the hat, blah 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 blah. Right. So now I feel like putting content like that out where it's like, yo, you're saying this isn't cool, this isn't cool, this isn't cool. If you don't like something, just don't, you don't need to say nothing, because to somebody else, that's pretty dope. So that's why I wanted to ask, that's why I asked that question, because it's like, I feel like that's a problem now. So where like a lot of new people are coming into the community and they're like, okay, I'm not supposed to wear this, I'm not supposed to wear this, I'm not supposed to wear that. When in reality, you can wear whatever you want. You know what I mean?
I'm really glad you touched on that. How you said that it's like a lot of people coming into the community and they think there's like certain guidelines. They're like, oh, I have to follow this guideline. Pink brim, pink brim, pink brim, icy brim, icy brim. I can only wear this. Bro, look behind me. That is a black brim right there. I wear that daily. Like basically every week I put that on. And I don't care, right? I still make content on hats. I find other hats cool. But I like that hat a lot. It doesn't differentiate from who I am as a person. It doesn't change who you are as a person, what kind of hat you wear. It's about how you feel fly.
That's exactly what I'm saying too. Like when you throw on a new pair of shoes, you throw on a new fitted, you like it, you feel good about yourself. You feel better. Your worries go away. You're just worrying about, it looks good and all that. So for me, that's the biggest thing. That's one thing I really try and do, because I make jokes about black rims, but at the end of the day, I'm the biggest like advocate. I support like black rims and all this different stuff. I support lids. I've been doing that since day one, unlike someone else in here. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, like I promote buying anywhere, like lids. Lids has a lot of good stuff. I am not ashamed to tell you, I have a lot of my hats from lids, straight up. Even a lot of the essentials, you can get them at lids. You know, they don't have to be from Hat Club. They don't have to be from anywhere. They can just be from Lids. So, you know, the mall, especially now, is trying to get the color brims. They're getting different stuff in. So, you know, it's just better, more for everybody. I know Johnny's smiling right now because he has a feud with Lids. But
Can I explain that real quick though? Because I feel like
Please, we need that.
can I explain that real quick? So basically, I had like 500 followers at the time. Someone asked me why Lids only have black brims, and I told him, "Yo, Lids, you know, they're not moving forward." And I told everyone, and like I think no one. I don't know if anybody remember this. At the end of the video, I told everyone Lids are going to do color brims very very soon, and I got so much hate for it. So much hate. Like the video got like 1 million views in like 4 hours. Like it was so much hate. Not from like people, not necessarily people from like the hack community, but like you know, just like your average, like you know, your average person that just want to, you know, buy a hat. You know what I mean? But I told everyone in that video, lids are gonna do color brims moving forward. No one believed me. I got so much hate for it. Now look at what's happening. You know, I try to tell everybody that, you know, so my beef with lids isn't really with lids, it's just the lids quote unquote community. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, what I promote is, yo, if you like a hat, go ahead and buy it. You know, this, that, and third. Obviously, not everyone's gonna like agree with each other. We're all of us not gonna agree with like, yo, I like this hat. You know what I mean? Like we're all different, and I feel like that's good. You know, everyone can have their own opinion. That's perfectly fine. At the end of the day, get what you want. You know what I mean?
okay, so I just want to know everyone's favorite underbrim color on like a different note. So what's everybody's favorite underbrim color? I'll start off with Matt.
Mine is either an icy UV or a pinky. I don't know. I think I have more pinkies than I do have blue, so I'd probably go with pink. I think pink is my favorite.
Me personally is gray. And the reason why I say gray is because I feel like gray is like the Air Force Ones of the hack community. You know what I mean? You can literally wear it every day. I don't. I feel like, you know, color brims are cool. I love color brims, but it's just like everyday wear. You can't go wrong with a gray brim. You know what I mean? So I really do mess with gray.
Johnny beat me to it, bro. I thought I was the only one that was gonna say gray. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as he said gray, it shocked me because mine is by far gray. It's just like he said. It's the easiest one to wear. Like gray is super neutral. Pink second.
Same.
But you, Derek?
Yeah, so for me, my favorite is green. I got the green ready. Like my favorite artist says, it's very organic. Larry June, being from the Bay, I just love like the vintage look and the vibe. I feel like green, it's a different color, obviously not gray, but for me, I feel like it goes with everything just because it has that like vintage feeling behind it. And I don't know, I just love like that like simple. I'm a really simple guy. Like I don't really like a ton of like different like stuff going on. This is kind of like one of the exceptions, but for the most part, I just like really like simple hats, just a patch, you know, not crazy colors or anything, but yeah.
All right. So amidst all of this buying fitteds, this and that, what are your top three favorite places to go and cop fitteds from? Let's start with Johnny.
All right. So for me personally, um, my number one spot. Don't want to be biased, but it's the store I work at, Pro Image Sports WB. It's just dope because me and my coworkers being come up with designs, and you know to see it come to life is pretty dope. So I usually cop from there, and I want to say Hat Club and My Fitteds. Like those
Okay.
are my top three.
That's respectable top three. What about you, Derek? What's your top three?
Me personally, I'm gonna go with Lids at number one just because it's everywhere. Their deals are really good. For me, a lot of it has to do with like the ease of like the logistics side of it, like how quick they ship, if they're on top, if they have a lot of selection, different stuff like that. So Lids number one. That's not like my favorite. I'm just throwing it out. So Lids number one. I'd say two, ECAP City. When I got back into the game, I know they were a little bit controversial about original designs and whatnot, but me personally, I like what they do. I like a lot of the hats that they have, different stuff like that. I have a bunch of hats from them. Um, and then three, I'd say one that people wouldn't really expect. I'd say Exclusive Fitted. Exclusive Fit has a lot of good stuff, a lot of creative stuff. They're really quick about shipping, different stuff like that. They may charge 49 or whatever, but to me, it's worth it because their product is good quality and it gets to you quick and all different stuff. So that's my top 3.
Okay, what about you, Matt?
All right, my top 3 at number 1 is Johnny's store. I kid you not, 75% of my collection is from his store. Like, it's crazy. I go there every weekend, copper fitted, maybe even 2. And then my number 2 spot is For You Caps. I think For You Caps is extremely underrated. I always try to plug For You Caps. For You Caps, it's where I got most of my hats, where I got the socks hat from. And then damn, the third spot would probably be like Sports World, I think. Cause I got a Astros on the way from Sports World. That's pretty fire.
What about you, Dolph?
Okay, so I think top 3. I'll start at 3. Number 3 for me is gonna be lids. Same reason that Derek said. It's just easy. I can go to my mall and get them. I like gray brims. They have a huge selection of gray brims. So I'll go 3 lids. 2, I'll probably go ECAP City. I like ECAP City a lot. I think their quality is pretty good. They have a pretty good selection. And then 1, I'll go Sports World 165 because they have the widest selection for me. So I think if I'm going to look for a specific color, then I'm going to Sports World just because I know they have pretty much every color that you can think of. So that's my top 3.
Okay, so the next question is, so what size do you wear, and like how far are you willing to go for a hat? So are you willing to like wake up early and get all that stuff, set an alarm, get ready to beat the bots, all the different stuff? Or are you the type of person that just like to scroll on like an average night and just go in there and see what they got and cop?
All right, so for me personally, well, first I'm a size 7.5. Size 7.5. Sometimes I'll cop a 7 3/8 because you guys know sometimes hats fit differently. So, but for me, like I'm very busy. Like around like 2 p.m. Like I can't just be on my phone waiting, like refreshing, doing all that stuff like that. So it's like me personally, I can't really like wait for a drop and do stuff like that. And I don't know, like a lot of things, a lot of things are like different for me. I feel like this question isn't like really made for me because it's like I said, like I'm an ambassador for some places and stuff like that. So it's like I don't know. I feel like this question is like I feel like this question is just like weird. You know what I mean? Like I really don't know how to answer it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Because it's like I
You
don't know.
good?
It's because we listen to the video. It's because Johnny gets free products from Hat Club, so he don't gotta wait like the rest of us. He don't gotta pay his
That was
45
a
and
very
shipping.
long, yeah, that was a very long, complicated way of saying that I get stuff
Yeah,
for free.
I don't want
That's
to.
the way he could say he gets
Cause
stuff
I
for
don't
free.
want, I don't want to, cause like I don't want it to say, "Oh, I get stuff for free," and like I feel like it makes me sound like an asshole. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
Bro,
Yeah.
but think about it. You kind of put in the work to be in that position. So if you think of it that way, then it's not a bad thing, right?
yeah, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to piss someone off. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and go. I'll
Go
go
for it.
next. I'm a size 7.5. I am not willing to go very far at all to copper fitted. I am about as casual of a fitted copper as you may imagine. If I'm just scrolling through a website and I see something I like, then I'll probably buy it. Totally different from shoes. I'll wake up 30 minutes before release, do whatever it is that I have to do to cop some shoes. But for fitteds, there's no way you're gonna catch me botting for fitted or sitting on Hat Club trying to cop a fitted. It's just not. I don't really feel the need to do that, and I probably won't ever feel the need to do that unless something just blows me out the water, pretty much. But I'll go ahead and pass that to Matt.
Damn, I think I'd go pretty far. I can even have Johnny to back me up. When his store released the Valentine's Day pack, I live an hour away from the mall that he works at. So me and my girlfriend woke up at like 8 o'clock, drove there, got to the mall like an hour early before the store even opened.
Mm-hmm.
Got in line. I was like the third person in line, copped the pink Yankee and the red Phillies, walked right out of there. And then I even wait for Hat Club drops. I have one right here.
Little flex.
I waited. I waited for this. I wanted to get the A's, but they sold out immediately. So I had to settle for Yankees. But yeah, I think I'd go pretty far to get it fitted.
I'm confused why I'm reacting this way is because that's literally my dream hat. And I tell Matt every time he pulls it out, I'm like, I hate when he shows that hat
Nah,
because it's literally
respectfully,
my dream hat.
respectfully, I wanted the Dodger one. I wanted the Dodger one of that. Couldn't get it. Respectfully.
That
The
hat's
Falcons.
wild. It's literally the grail. But I'll go ahead and ask Derek the same question that he asked us. How far are you willing to go and what's your hat size?
Yeah, I got a big ass head, so I wear a 7 3/4. So for me, I'm the same way about shoes. I'll wake up early, set my alarm just to take an L, sneakers, whatever. I'll do the same for. I'll do like I'm the kind of person that I don't like to leave it up to chance. Like I buy what I want and like I'll make sure like I'll do whatever it takes to like get because I have like I'm specific. I like shoes. That's just how it goes. Um, but for Hat Club, I've done a few of their drops so far. I have never missed, not once. My hat size is bigger, so it doesn't sell out as quick. It still goes in minutes. Like this one, recently their Blackberry collection. This one went really quick. This one was probably in like under like 45 seconds for most sizes, but luckily mine was still there. Like I said, I have a big head, so I guess that's a blessing in disguise too. But yeah, so for me, I can most likely go on most of these websites, and for them, they might have like more trouble than me finding different sizes and stuff. But most times, my size is there. So, yeah.
I just want to say Derek said he has never missed. How did Drake say it? What was the Drake quote? All hits, no misses. That's just for the married folks.
Yep. All hits, no misses. Never missed on Hat Club. I want to make.
All right, guys. So just once again, I want to say thank you to OVO Derek, WYD Johnny, and MATTYDIOR right here for joining me for today's episode. Y'all make sure to go check them out all on their TikToks. All their links are going to be down below. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. And with that being said, I'm out.